All right, guys, how's it going? In this video, we're going to be talking about Alexis McAllister and Real Madrid. As you know, every morning I go to the cafe. Well, not on a Sunday, it's closed. But I go to the cafe in the morning and I review the Spanish football dailies for you. We don't believe what they say, like take it like as gospel. But, because there's propaganda from them for friends of ours as well, right? But I think it's important to listen to the Liverpool side of things, Joyce and Ornstein, and then see what they're saying and then try and work out who's telling the truth. And let's be honest, during the Trent Alexander-Arnold situation over the last year, they were spot on, all right? So today, Alexis McAllister. So this is a player that was previously asked in an interview, would you like to play in Spain one day? And he said, why not? Yeah, no big deal. So I think we all know that he will go to Spain one day. Whether it will be imminently, I don't think so. But I know a lot of you are all like, oh, the owners are all different. Now they're taking the club seriously now and they're doing all these deals. And I'm sat here quietly going, yeah, who are they going to fucking sell then? That's just me being pessimistic. So in the last few, not weeks, was it, guys? Maybe a month or so ago, Jose Felix Diaz, right? The main journalist for Real Madrid, writes for Marca, considering the Paul Joyce, if you like, in Spain, with Paul Joyce, Liverpool, Jose Felix Diaz with Real Madrid. He mentioned, about the time when the Alexis McAllister stuff was coming out from, saying, oh, it might be interesting going there one day. At the exact same time, that journalist said, oh, what a coincidence. The same time, there was all these suggestions that maybe he'd be up for Real Madrid one day. They were discussing him in the boardroom today. Now, he mentioned it twice. Now, the thing is, in two different editions, and when he speaks, you listen, right? And he said, look, see how I get so excited when I fucking... Anyway, and so he said about Alexis McAllister, he said, right, Alexis McAllister has been shortlisted by Real Madrid, right? He didn't say he's a primary target. He didn't say they're going to bid for him. He said he is one of a number of midfielders that they are looking at, right? And I have quietly not really been saying anything to you about it. But I'm just looking every day. I keep thinking, I wonder if I'll see anything about McAllister today. We did, but it's not anything to worry about, right? But there's a big picture of him, right? So they're interested in all these other midfielders, but the one they're focusing on in the picture and in the article a little bit is Alexis McAllister. Now, what does this mean? Let me get the article for you. Right. Okay. So basically, it says Ancelotti's list. I don't know if you can see this, right? And it says, this was AS, by the way, which is a pro-Real Madrid publication. With Alexander-Arnold already signed, the Italian manager prioritised reinforcements at centre-back, left-back, and a versatile midfielder. And it goes on really saying what Ancelotti wanted, right, and what he was planning. And he's obviously not there anymore. It's Alonso, right? And it says here, for example, once the club informed him that Trent Alexander-Arnold was a done deal and that the right-back position was sorted, Ancelotti identified three key positions to strengthen. Centre-back, left-back, and a versatile midfielder, right? And it goes on about different things and blah, blah, blah. You don't need to know all this. Dean Huijsen bursts onto the scene. Huijsen's over here, by the way. I don't know if you can... No, you can't see that. And the bit that I want to mention to you, I think is important here, was, I've got to find it, the text is so tiny. Right, so, and then it says, in midfield, Ancelotti's top target was Alexis McAllister, all right? The 26-year-old Argentine from Liverpool, a key figure in Argentina's World Cup success, has become one of the most highly regarded midfielders in the world. He played a key role in Liverpool's title-winning season. But Carlo knew his price was prohibitive. And that's the good bit. Them friends of ours, they don't like to spend money. They like the freebies, don't they? Right? Transfer market lists him at 100 million euros. And Liverpool would likely have asked for more from Madrid. And I think that's good. Because the vibe we're getting here is, Ancelotti wanted him. And, maybe Alonso wants a midfielder, right? And... I've thrown myself off. I'm terrible with my memory. But it costs a lot of money, right? And they don't like spending money. So this is a good thing for me to read that today. You might go, well, I don't get it. But to me, it's like, it's within, that's coming from Madrid where it'd be expensive. And then, it would cost a lot more money, to be honest with you. That's a good vibe. That's what we want to hear. Now, this is the thing, right? Listen to me. Them friends of ours in Madrid, Real Madrid, they really want to win the FIFA Club World Cup, right? And on the front page today, which no, not that one. Oh my days. 1 second, guys. Portada, that means front page. Here we go. Can you see this? Can you look at that? There's Trent there. Look, you see him, right? Yeah, Trent there in his Real Madrid top, right? And they're talking about, this big world competition. Listen, right? In England, maybe it's not getting much of a mention, right? But over here, the full focus. It was at the front page of Marca the other day. Real Madrid want the FIFA Club World Cup. Why do they want that? Because they get £100 million if they win it. Think about it. More money than the Champions League for 50%, roughly. I think the Champions League are going to play, is it 13 to 15 games? I can't remember, possibly. This competition, 7 games, 100 million, right? Now, so there's a couple of things here. If you can't stand Real Madrid, this is giving you an interest in this tournament, right? Because you want to see them lose. They're going all out for it. That's why they paid for Trent now, right? Fuck me, Richard Hughes did great with that, didn't he? Right? That's why they wanted Trent. That's why they wanted Dean Huijsen now, right? They are taking this competition so seriously. So if you can't stand Real Madrid, you want them to bomb miserably. My little worry, right, is if they fucking win it, that's £100 million. That equates to what, 115 million euros. That gives them more power in the market, right? And then they could come in with a cheeky bid for McAllister. Now, I know you'll say he's not for sale, Trubbs. Well, I agree. He's not. But everyone's buzzing about Liverpool. Oh, we're doing all this. It's like the owners love the club and now wait till the end of the fucking summer. I'm not suggesting for 1 minute to sell McAllister. I'm not doing that, right? But money talks. That's all I'm saying. I will review and judge our transfer when the fucking thing shuts. Because FSG are a habit, right, or form of, well, when they spend big, they've usually sold someone. I'm really not trying to suggest that Alexis McAllister is available here. In fact, if you've followed my videos in the last few weeks, months even, I have said, I do think we'll see Alexis McAllister mentioned with Real Madrid. That's because Jose Felix Diaz started. And I've spoke to him, right? And I said, I think next season, through the season, I think we might see that chatter. I don't fucking know. I'm not a Twitter twat ITK, am I? Do you know what I'm saying? Right? But everything's usually fucking right, what I say. Right? DKB, don't knows best, just say. Right? And then what I said a few days ago was, I did it on a live stream actually. I said, well, I think we'll see something about Alexis McAllister during the summer. A bit of speculation will be subjected to. Don't mean it's going to happen. Calm down, don't start caps locking me to death. Right? But a couple of days ago on a live stream, I said, but it wouldn't surprise me if we started to see Alexis McAllister mentioned during this summer. And then a Real Madrid fan that's True, he's called True, and I can't remember his full name, but it's prefix True. He said on the live stream, it'll be interesting to see what Real Madrid do. Oh, I've lost it now, I think. It'll be interesting to see what Real Madrid do if they win the tournament, because they'll have some coin. Now, remember, with regards Florian Wirtz, we were told, there he is, look, and there is the article that I said we might start seeing little mentions of him. Doesn't mean anything, all right? I said, with regards Florian Wirtz, right, the Madrid-based media, Marca, a more important publication, but definitely it's Real Madrid's mouthpiece. People in Spain say that Florentino Perez, right, and they try to destabilise and get in people's head and all that, right? Do you know what I mean? And they said that Alonso wants Florian Wirtz, but again, Real Madrid were like, well, we'll do all we can to get him to you, but we have to sell first. They don't want to spend money, right? So that's why I'm not too concerned about the links with Wirtz and Real Madrid. The vibe was, well, we'd have to sell a Rodrigo for 100 million to make it happen. They don't like spending money, right? Perez don't like spending money, but he really wants to win that tournament. And what I'm saying to you here is, if they win that tournament, you never know. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like telling you to be alarmed. I'm not alarmed. I don't think he'll go anywhere this summer, to be honest with you. But if they get a bit of money from that tournament, I think we're going to see more about him and Real Madrid. Put it this way, everything I've said in the last few weeks about it, months has been right. So, not that I get a medal or a fucking prize or anything, but I read it well. And I've been here 27 years doing this shit. I love you. Don't think I've ever mentioned that. Right, that's it. That's it. That's all I wanted to leave you. So if you don't understand the video is to say, well, you know, he's got a bit of a mention today. Other players are mentioned in this article as well. The focus isn't on him in that article. I don't want to do that. But you might hear people on social media today going, oh, there's a link with, Real Madrid are mentioned with him today, because they don't put the context around it. The rest of the article talks about other players that they could consider, but they are using his image. All right. And what do you think happens today? People go, hey, Alexis, you know, you're in the fucking papers again, you're over there. Really? You did it? Really? Do you know what I'm saying? You fucking know. Right, I'm off. I'm rushing because I'm going to go live in 20 minutes. If you found this video interesting, please thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment. If you want to buy me a beer or a cup, I'm having a beer today. There's a super thanks button underneath my video. It's a love heart. All right, now if you're a Muslim, you can't get out of it, right? Because I'll have a coffee tomorrow. Fine. Okay? Anyone that thanks me through the super thanks, you always get a shout out on my videos. The next morning on the morning briefing, which is to do with Cop Talk, that's on my other YouTube channel. The link's in the video description, Duncan Oldham. It's going to pop up on the screen in a minute. I was a bit thinner last year on that image. And that's it. All right, see you in a bit.